Hello and welcome to this edition of Age of Truth TV. I'm Lucas Alexander in front of the Marriott Hotel in Copenhagen, Denmark, where the annual Bilderberg Group meeting is going to take place this year, 2014. It's the first time the Bilderberg Group meeting has been taking place in Denmark since 1958. The group started and had its first meeting in 1954, and today the most prestigious elite, people from the elite, businessmen, politicians, royalty, movers, shakers, media moguls and others will gather inside the Marriott Hotel to have their think tank meeting, which is taking place every year. Hi, I'm here with Luke Rudkowski in front of the Marriott Hotel in Copenhagen, Denmark on the 30th of May 2014, where the annual Bilderberg meeting is taking place right in here. And Luke, you traveled all the way from America, and you have been doing this for We Are Change for years. Actually, have been really very progressive. And what's it like to be at this Bilderberg meeting in Copenhagen?
Well, it's just like any other Bilderberg meeting. Tons of insecurity by those guys, and a lot of great people here. So it's been good to talk to everyone here. Been able to shed light, talk to some members, talk to the organizing committee, face some of their wrath. It was interesting getting arrested, to say the least.
Please tell us about this arrest. That happened inside the Marriott Hotel, right?
Yeah, it happened inside the Marriott when it was still open to the public. We were there, and then we used the restaurant facility, and then the organizers for the Bilderberg meeting were sitting next to us. So decided to come over there and ask them if they wanted a drink, and if they wanted to talk to us, and if they had any answers or transparency to their meetings, and they had me arrested for doing that on false pretenses and made up charges and on things that violated their own laws here in Denmark. So,
And you actually knew these people before, from what I saw in the video?
Yeah, in 2012 we were able to take photos of the organizing committee, and it's the same exact people that we talked to just a few days ago when the hotel was still open to the public.
So you know for sure that those were
100%.
the people?
Yeah, they're outside right now. They're the organizers. There's pictures of them inside the meeting now when it's closed off to everybody but them. So yeah, they're 100% the organizers.
So this Marriott Hotel here in Copenhagen is kind of an unlikely location, because it's not very secure in the same type of way. It's not kept away from a distance. And some people have been speculating whether or not the people, the elite members, are actually inside. Have you seen some of the elite members?
Yeah. I mean, Petraeus was just running. George Balls was coming in. There's who else? David Jan's in there. Kissinger was coming in there. So there's pictures of these guys coming inside. So yeah, I mean, this is most likely where it's happening. I never had any doubt to what they were doing. I mean, obviously they're very well secured with all these police officers and military personnel and helicopters and armed military men all around them. So I think it's 100% it's in there.
You have quite a long history, let's say, of teasing, if not harassing, Mr. Kissinger. Please tell us a little bit about that. You're seen as a bold but also a very provocative young gentleman.
Well, I'm just inquisitive. I have questions. Everybody else has theories, but I want to get down to the bottom of it and find out what's really going on. So I go up to these people and I talk to them. Sadly, when I'm done talking to them, they run away or call security or call police and try to have me arrested, which shows that they're doing something sinister, because I come very polite. Just here's what's being said. What's your reaction? And a lot of times they act like little kids with their hands in the cookie jar. So, their reaction says it all, and I just want to show people, instead of just telling them, I want to show people what's really happening. And obviously, from my experiences, it's nothing good. I talked to Kissinger 3 times. You can see the videos on our YouTube channel. Didn't come out that well. He didn't come off it well at all. So how involved is Kissinger? Because his name is coming up very much when we talk about, say, elite secret societies, the Bilderberg Group, and possibly higher. How high ranking do you think Henry Kissinger actually is? He was the former foreign minister of America, but still. Of course, yes. I mean, we could only speculate, but we know for a fact that he advises the Vatican, he advises Obama's national security advisor, O'Neill, and he even said Mr. O'Neill did, that he takes daily orders from Mr. Kissinger. And this is Barack Obama's national security advisor. So obviously Kissinger, at the age of 91 now, still holds a very influential role, not only in the Vatican, but also in the U.S. government, but also with all the other things that we can only speculate about, and that's business interests. I mean, when he was Secretary of State, he delved in a lot of foreign controversies, and his record speaks for itself.
So what other big names can you mention just on top of your head, just from like Kissinger, who's really into the game, high level?
Well, there's a lot of different people. I mean, you don't even have to name names. Groups like Goldman Sachs, IBM, the NSA, Facebook, Microsoft, Google, oil cartels, arms dealers, kings, queens, politicians. I mean, you know, the organizations that these people represent are very instrumental, very powerful, and very important in our daily lives. And when they're colluding together, you can only imagine what they're doing.
So why are royalty members of the Bilderberg Group, which is a political think tank?
Yeah. Well, obviously, royalty still has some kind of influence and power. Don't want to speculate, and I don't want to theorize how much, but obviously, from their presence in this meeting and, you know, their actions, they obviously still have an important role. Yeah.
So how much disinformation do you think is coming out, and how much is actually real information?
Well, whenever somebody doesn't have any sources, whenever someone doesn't have any documents and speculates this happened and that happened, you know, you can't believe them. And that discernment should be based on people watching online. Don't believe anything unless there's proof of it. So stay away from people who are theorizing what's going on, and judge things for yourself when you see them.
So what triggered you to become this provocative or bold or brave or whatever label people want to put on your work? Because you've been basically doing it alone, right? You're doing it kind of one man alone.
Yeah. Well, I'm not afraid. Pretty much sparked with an incident when I got beat up by the police in New York City.
You did?
And when I was younger, when I was 16, and that really started me on a path of just looking for questions. I mean, I wasn't arrested, I wasn't charged with anything, I was just beat up for hanging out with the wrong group. Couldn't get any justice for it, couldn't get any accountability for it, and that since sparked me on my route to film anything and everything that's happening and to hold people accountable with the video camera. And of course that led me to other things, and I think Bilderberg is one of the most important ones. And then with Bilderberg, I didn't want to believe it. With other issues, I didn't want to believe. And when I didn't want to believe it, I just went out there and I tried to confirm, and I tried to find out for myself. And in that process, I was able to show everybody else you know, what was really happening.
When you actually research lots of different things happening in the world and conspiracy theories, the word mind control comes up a lot, and MK Ultra and other mind control programming. How involved do you think the whole mind control phenomena is within all of this whole conspiracy and truth research?
I have no idea. I know only of the MK Ultra documents that came out. That's the only credible piece of information I saw about that. As far as what's happening now, I don't want to speculate. I don't know. I really don't know how to put it. I don't know how to even understand it, because there's a lot of disinformation, a lot of theories out there. You know, if there's an opportunity for me to question somebody, I will. But I haven't yet have had that opportunity.
So finally, what do you think you will get from coming here to Copenhagen? What do you think we will gain from you standing here and protesting? And, you know, it's actually been in the media in Denmark. The Danish media has actually covered it more so than ever.
Yeah.
So that's been quite remarkable. What do you think that change is coming?
Of course, the change is happening right now. It's occurring everywhere. There's nothing in this world but change. So, you know, it's interesting. It's, you know, what I'm hoping to get is just, you never know what's going to happen with these meetings. You never know when these guys are going to come out and talk and be transparent and be open. I talked to some of the members when they were coming in. I talked to the organizing committee, and the more they close themselves off, the more they persecute me, the more attention they bring to themselves, and that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to really find out what's going on, and any chance I get to shed a light on it, anytime I get a chance to talk to these guys, I will.
So, who is change?
You, everybody, me. The person sitting right now watching this video. Everybody in this world. We make small actions that, really all add up and really all build up. And a lot of the things happen only with our compliance, only with our ignorance, only with us allowing it to happen. So I'm hoping to change the current trajectory we're on with information and knowledge and a healthy dose of skepticism when it comes to things like this.
So We Are Change is the website?
Yeah.
Maybe you can say the website just...
Yeah, the website is wearechange.org, and you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram with Luke We Are Change, and I hope you do, because I always depend on you guys for couches to sleep on and stories to cover.
Thank you, and thank you for doing this interview for Age of Truth TV.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Awesome.